Hey, what's up guys, Ryan Future here, and I am bringing you the first ever episode of Be the Booker for Survivor Series 2012. As right now, we are going to discuss all things Survivor Series, all the matches coming up, or that are going to be coming up in Survivor Series this Sunday. As we're going to start off with Sheamus and Big Show. Now, this has definitely been a decent rivalry, although I don't know what Big Show's scouting every week has to do with anything. I mean, it's not like he does anything but headbutts and choke slams and knockout punches every single match, but besides that, it's been a pretty interesting rivalry actually, if you ask me. As this is all WWE 13 gameplay footage, just so you know, all rights to THQ. As I think that in this one, if I was the booker, which is what we are going to be discussing, like how I would book it, you guys might have different opinions. WWE probably will definitely have different opinions, but in my opinion, I say Big Show retains, Sheamus comes back, hits him with a brogue kick, then have Dolph Ziggler come out and cash in, even though he has his own Survivor Series team. But I mean, it's just something to put out there, because I really am getting sick of every pay-per-view people going, Ziggler's gonna cash in, Ziggler's gonna cash in, Ziggler's gonna cash in, when he never cashes in. So I say just get it done, get it over with. I'd love to see him as a champion. Big Show's probably going to hit like a choke slam or something to win the match. It's going to be a pretty quick match, more than likely. Or it's going to be the greatest match of the night, because it's not going to get, like, it's not going to be the Ryback, Cena, and Punk match or anything. But I say Ziggler cash in on Big Show or Sheamus. I really don't care. But I think a cash in would definitely boost this pay-per-view up. I mean, because, well, actually, it's kind of lackluster for a pay-per-view overall for like the Survivor Series match overall. And then the Punk Ryback and Cena match is fairly decent overall. It's had some good build-up. But we'll get to the rest of that in just a few moments. As you see Big Show celebrating, and I should have done a cutscene where Ziggler comes in and cashes in on him now or whatever. But I'm kind of lazy tonight. Survivor Series is 2 nights away, so I want to get it done right away. And then we have another match, which I really haven't been paying attention to this much. It's 3MB versus Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd, which I knew that they were a tag team. I really like that tag team, mostly because I just like Tyson Kidd a lot, as the one on the apron is a pretty decent call of him that I found online. But anyways, I really don't know what the purpose of this match is. I really wasn't paying too much attention to it. I mean, I don't care for the 3MB gimmick too much. I mean, it's okay, but it's definitely not my favorite gimmick in a while. It's nice to see Jinder Mahal, Heath Slater, and Drew McIntyre on TV every week at least, though. But anyways, I really think that 3MB is gonna pull this victory out. I mean, I really don't see, unless they want to try to boost up Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel as a tag team, because they're almost kind of running out of contenders now for tag opponents for Team Hell No, besides 3MB obviously, but they haven't really made too much of a move towards the title yet, which I really don't understand. I mean, I thought the whole kind of idea was to get them on TV and get them noticed, not get them on TV, have a crappy gimmick, and have people change the channel every time they come on TV. I think I was actually planning on making this a 3-on-2 match, but I don't know how it's going to work, if it's going to be just a regular tag team or what it's going to be, but it's going to be something to watch, see how they do it. If McIntyre's going to be in on it, or it's probably going to be McIntyre and Slater in it, or it's going to be kind of hard to determine what it's going to be. But I definitely think that 3MB is going to pull this one out, just for the fact that Gabriel and Kidd aren't really, they're over with the crowd, but they're not the greatest with the crowd. Slater and Mahal and McIntyre, they draw some good heat, if you ask me, but anyways, I see this match going to 3MB in the long run, just to kind of boost them up a little bit. Gabriel and Kidd really don't have anything to lose, if you ask me. But anyways, that's gonna be an interesting match to watch. I mean, since the tag competition is kind of bouncing back finally within the past 3-4 months, I believe. It's definitely been coming back with the Rhodes Scholars and everything. And then we have this match, which I don't even know why they put Cesaro on the card anymore, if they're not going to even do anything with him, really. And I don't even know why they have the United States Championship with him. this match just had basically zero build-up whatsoever. I think Truth actually did a little bit of build-up with it this past Monday, but besides that, I really don't remember seeing Truth and Cesaro go at it at all. I think they just kind of threw Truth in there for the #1 contender spot, because I believe last time it was Justin Gabriel went against Cesaro, I think. But I really don't know what the whole thing with Cesaro is anymore. I mean, it's like they're not even trying with him, honestly. It's like they could really care less how Cesaro does. I mean, you're basically getting rid of a whole title, like kind of like almost division that you could be doing a lot with. Like, because the United States Championship is pretty interesting, actually, if you ask me. I mean, it's probably, there could be a lot of good guys going against Cesaro, but they just don't care about any build-up for him. I mean, I was almost hoping that Swagger was going to come back and face him, since no American could beat him or whatever. But I see Cesaro definitely winning this. I really don't think that Truth will become champion after such a short build-up or anything, unless they're going to try to start like a feud or something between them, which I highly doubt. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I think Cesaro's going to win. If I was booking it, Cesar, as it says on screen, would probably win for sure. As I forgot what match is coming up next. I think it might be the Divas match, which is I don't even know why they try anymore with the Divas. I couldn't find a good Caitlyn call online, so I used Kelly instead as an example, and I set Eve with some finishers right away to see how quickly we can get this match over with, because I really don't have a lot to talk about it. As anyways, I really don't pay attention to the Divas too much. I mean, after Beth Phoenix left and Kelly left, it's basically killed the whole Divas division. They got a lot of Divas down in NXT, and I mean, they're good wrestlers. So I don't know why they just don't bring them up. I mean, because you got basically Eve, Layla, and Caitlyn every week, it seems like, and Oksana occasionally, who doesn't really know how to wrestle too great. And the thing about this is, though, I haven't followed the storyline too closely, which I will admit that, because it's definitely a weird storyline. And I mean, like, the whole attacker thing with Eve and Caitlyn or whatever, it was kind of obvious that it was Eve that attacked her and everything. But I just really don't know anymore. I mean, they're not using AJ at all, and she's a pretty good wrestler. But I mean, the Divas division is basically dead. I mean, the Knockouts division in TNA is pretty good, but Divas division is not very great. But I think Eve's probably going to pull this one out, and then I really don't know. I really don't care either. That's just going to be a filler match probably in there. And then I believe next we will have the Survivor Series Tag Team match, which for once I believe is not going to be the main event. I mean, like, I know it hasn't been main event before, but it should be a main event match. Oh wait, no, actually we have Punk, Cena, and Ryback in there. I don't know why I didn't put that at the end, but anyways, we have Punk, Cena, and Ryback, which I have definitely enjoyed. I mean, I don't think they planned to get Ryback in there for a title shot so soon, but with this John Cena arm injury, they definitely went very well with it. Punk's definitely getting good heat now, especially after that Paul Heyman mocking Jerry Lawler thing on Raw, which I would like to remind you guys, it actually was planned multiple weeks in advance after Lawler had his heart attack. Like, I think 2 weeks after he actually had his heart attack. They all planned it. Lawler was in on it the whole time, obviously. Cole was in on it. Punk and Heyman were obviously in on it. But everyone in the ring at the time was in on it, so it's not like they just pulled that one out of the blue and went against WWE or whatever and tried to make them all look bad. But anyways, Cena's still a face, kinda. Ryback's a face, so I mean, it's kind of like 2 versus 1, and it's gonna be interesting to see how Cena and Ryback go against each other, kinda, because I mean, it seems like they've almost been working as a team for a while, but then at the end of Raw, you had them fighting over the title, kinda. Like one of them, or like each of them had one end, and then all of a sudden Punk pops up going, "My title, it's my title, it's my title." or whatever, and which that was after a really great match too, actually, between Punk and Cena. But in my opinion, I think that just to keep kind of Ryback alive, because I think that if they have Ryback like get pinned or something, or you know that they're gonna have Punk retain pretty much, and or at least that's what I would do, because you basically got, I mean, for me, it felt like Royal Rumble was forever away when Rock announced it, but now it's coming up really close. That basically, I think that Punk's definitely gonna hold the title until then. He's gonna go against Rock. If Rock wins, though, that's basically gonna mean no title defenses at any house shows for the next 2 months after that, because it's just Rock can't appear like every single week or every single house show. That's gonna be like his taping schedule for all his movies or whatever. He'll probably show up at like Raws here and there, but he won't defend his title probably again until WrestleMania. But I definitely think though that you should have, like, in my opinion, Ryback shouldn't be involved in the decision at all, really. Like, it should be like Punk pins Cena or whatever, and Ryback's like out on the outside, just like not knowing what's going on at all or whatever. So like he can't stop it or anything. Because then you don't kill Ryback completely, but you also keep Punk with the title. Which was also actually kind of smart the way they did it with the whole rogue referee thing, screwing Ryback. It basically means that he's not undefeated anymore, but it also means that in lots of people's eyes he's still undefeated. So he's still Goldberg. But that's definitely the way to go if you ask me. Just don't have Ryback involved in the decision at all. Have Punk pin Cena, or just some way to keep Ryback alive. Because if you kill Ryback, you're basically going to pull another Brodus Clay, another Tenzai. And also, I mean, I think a lot of people were expecting like Brock Lesnar to return for Team Punk at the time. But it's actually, they've already basically worked out that Lesnar is going to return at, I believe, WrestleMania. As you see Punk pinning Cena there. But I think they said that as the the Survivor Series tag match is going to be coming up, but they already worked it out where Lesnar, Rock, and Punk are all going to be at WrestleMania basically. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with that, like who Lesnar is going to face, or if they're going to have like a triple threat or something. Because I think Lesnar's contract is actually up after WrestleMania, because it was a 1-year deal, I think, with limited appearances obviously. Which is basically the reason why he quits WWE every 3 months, it seems like. As here we have the tag match, which again has no Lesnar, has no Punk, it has no, I think Cena I was expecting Cena and Ryback obviously to be in it, but now it's basically the guys whose rivalries don't really fit on the card anywhere, so they stuck them in the Survivor Series match, which I have nothing wrong with, or there's nothing wrong with it, but I mean it's just kind of almost lazy if you ask me. Like, Randy Orton versus Alberto Del Rio could be another good match. I mean, it could be another like top match for the rest of the card, or it's gonna take out the rest of the card basically. And then you got, I believe, I forgot what team Kofi was on. I think Kofi's on a team. I think, yeah, Kofi's on. Isn't Kofi with Team Miz or whatever? I forgot what it's called. Or no, it's not Team Miz or anything, but it's like, or Team Foley, I mean, but like he's on the same team as Miz, isn't he? But anyways, also I just find it's gonna be really kind of interesting to see how they solve this whole Cody Rhodes injury thing. Because I mean, if you guys didn't see it, Cody Rhodes on Main Event, or basically SmackDown Main Event Superstars, or whatever they film now, or all this Saturday Morning Slam tapings for the next few months. He got tossed up in the air by Kane to do a back body drop, and when he came, I think Kane or either Cody pushed off of Kane wrong, or Kane just released him wrong, like he released one side of him before the other. But Cody like completely landed on his right side of his body when you're supposed to land flat on your back to disperse all the pain or whatever, and all that. But yeah, he landed on his right shoulder or whatever, and doctors said that he had like strained right shoulder muscles, and he also has a concussion from because his head hit the ground pretty hard also. So he's gonna have to be replaced there, but it's really gonna be interesting to see how they have to try to replace him at the last minute. I mean, like, also, since I think that they tape main events, I know they tape main events the same night that they tape SmackDown, as they tape a lot of shows that night. But it's actually going to be kind of interesting to see what they do for SmackDown too, because I think they tape main event before SmackDown. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I just think that way. But or I think that's how it is. But anyways, I think that also Team Ziggler definitely has, I don't know if I want to call it an advantage, but their overall wrestling skill is better than Team Foley's, if you ask me. I mean, you got Orton, who's pretty decent still, against ADR is gonna probably how it's gonna go. I mean, that's how it's gonna work more than likely. And then you got Miz and Kofi, I believe, on the same team, which that's gonna be interesting. And then you got Kane and D. Bryan together. And if I'm missing anyone, I don't think I missed anyone, but and then you got, which that's a decent team. It's definitely not a Dream Survivor Series team, or not the team that I would assemble with the roster that you got. But and then you got basically Ziggler, Barrett. I can't remember who else now. But I mean, anyways, it's a really decent team now, and I think that it's got an advantage. But I still think that Team Foley is going to come out ahead, just for the fact that now there's really, like, it was really tense before with the Foley and Heyman thing. Now it's just kind of it's another Survivor Series tag match. Yeah, whatever. But now I think Foley's team should definitely win, if you ask me. Which it could definitely be a great match if you put the right guys in at the right time against each other. But guys, thanks for watching. I believe this video is going up on Spartan Alliance. You guys have a nice day. I'm Ryan Future, and I am got 10 seconds left. Out. You guys have a nice day.